Yeah. Uh-huh.
We gotta hydrate right off the rip. Don't worry, guys. I definitely checked my mic before we went live to know if OBS did a dumb. It definitely didn't. That would be embarrassing. Anyways. Hydrate and a posture check.
See, mine did earlier today when I went on stream.
Oof.
Like, I swear, every time there's an OBS update.
Every time.
Can we take a moment for Bardic's arms, ladies and gentlemen? Bardic's arms.
Bardic's arm.
They...
Listen. No, you're gonna give him a complex. Keep doing it. But, like...
Look at those arms. Hey, there's your arms right there, guys.
Listen. I know. Them's just some arms, but hi guys, welcome in. What, no silent Vex to start? What is this, professional or something? I try. I don't try very hard most of the time, but like, I still try. Like, so sorry. But how are we doing tonight, guys? Sorry that we are starting a little bit late. He had a hockey game, which if you're part of his Discord, he did just update. They won. Congratulations. Yeah. But it's been really interesting to see that it's like a mixed league. Like there's two different flavors of skill playing in this league, and he's playing with his league and a league higher. So like seeing the difference in their play styles is wild. I'm like, oh, it really is that different. That's crazy.
Now, my question is, who is your heated rival?
Yes.
I'm actually not playing against them this season. They did not sign up for Spring League.
You didn't answer that question.
You do have a heated rival then.
You didn't answer that question nearly gay enough, and I'm disappointed.
I figured you would be.
Ugh.
Hang on, the implication is that he does have a heated rival, though.
Not for those reasons. I work for a credit union. There's a team in the league that is sponsored by a different credit union, so that's my
Is it
rivalry.
Team 1?
Yeah.
Listen, it's how it starts out. It's how it starts out, man.
I see a Furfur in the chat. Hey, Furfur. Yeah.
Is adorable, and it fits quite nicely.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah. No.
I don't even know if you've posted that video yet.
I haven't. I still gotta edit it, but I was thinking about posting like another thought dump tomorrow morning, because for those of you that are not aware, for those of you that watch the Dummies and Dice Roll channel that I've been a part of for a hot second, there's a very good chance that the Sunny and Commonwealth Grimm's game will end tomorrow night. And it's such a crazy feeling to be able to play a game 1 to 20 over the last 4 years and like watch it all come to an end. Like we're all ready for season 2. Myself, Wingle, and Raven will all be part of season 2, but like it's so bittersweet to watch a character that like you've watched them grow over the last 4 years, and it's like their story has an end. Their story has to come to an end somehow. Like, it's crazy. But I thought about doing that in a thought dump, you know? Like,
saying goodbye to Wingo was one of the hardest things. Because we did 1 to 20 with her.
And so your character's name was Wingle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wingle
I have
the Wizard was a character.
Yeah, I have a character named Vex. That's where this name comes from too.
Yeah. Wingle the Wizard was a divination wizard with a 1-level dipping cleric, and she went 1 to 20.
You might have told me this already, and I'm just not remembering.
I've been on my TikTok so many times.
Yeah, okay. My apologies.
It's definitely one of those videos where you saw my face, liked the video, and then immediately scrolled.
I mean, I do that a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I keep telling Raven that now that we're actually going to be in a game, streamed together, For those of you that don't know, one of my lines in D&D is I don't like romances in them. Like, it's just not for me unless my partner plays. I'll romance the shit out of my partner. And I already told him, I'm like, I don't know what plans you thought you had for this character. I'm gonna make him gay. Like, because I'm also playing a male character this time. I'm playing my character's older brother, who has watched her go on all of these different adventures. And it's just like, I bet you I could learn how to do that. So while she's being an artist
in my Dungeons and Dragons game as a bard.
What are you playing? Are you playing a barbarian? What are you playing?
No, Rel's doing the weird barbarian subclass homebrew thing that Grim made. I am doing a different homebrew thing involving sorcerers.
I love the way he described that. It's like his homebrew is weird. Mine's a good one.
Well, no, his
I'm
is
also
because
doing weird homebrew.
the basis that we were given for campaign 2 though was that it all has to be magic based because we're going to magic college. And Rel's just like, I'm gonna be a barbarian.
Isn't there
That
some
does
fucking
magic.
barbarian that does magic?
There is with the homebrew. There is a barbarian subclass that does have magic capability, but this is like full on magic. Like primary mode of combat is magic, similar to that of other casters. So
Pretty
yeah,
cool.
it's actually going to be really cool. I just like mine more because I am the Raven, and in this game, because of what my homebrew is, I'm going to be a Raven.
Are you
I'm gonna be a menace, so I'm gonna be a menace.
I want to say it's probably really similar to what Grim was trying to get Cody to play this year, which was a Spell Rager Barbarian. Something along those lines. We'll look at it throughout the game. It'll be fun. It's gonna be great. Makes me think of my brother's Barbarian that he's playing in our home game right now, which is the Path of the Muscle Wizard. It's
Hell yeah.
It's so stupid.
Wait, I love that.
No, it's great. And it's like at level 3 when he gets this subclass, he gets cantrips in quotation marks, right?
Is this just like a Mashal thing?
Yeah.
It's like he gets True Strike, which his one attack gets to deal an extra little bit of force damage. He just got spells now. And one of his spells is Magic Missile, where he can take any thrown weapon he has, use an action, and throw 3 of them. And because Magic Missile never misses, he gets to roll all of these attacks at advantage. Like,
That's sick.
it's so funny.
He used one of those attacks to cleave something in half today.
Mm-hmm. It was great. But anyways, now that we've talked about everybody else's games, do you guys got any announcements before I force this man to give us a recap? Perfect. Alright. Floor is yours, DM.
Yeah, I get to talk now, and y'all have to deal with it.
We're happy to hear you.
So, right, last session, we did a whole lot of traveling. So where we last left off, the group here had all packed up, got ready to go, got ready for travel, and started moving their way north by northeast, heading up towards the base of the mountain. They left under the direction of Ren to go to the only Juan Tavern and find Karash. They spent the better part of the day traveling, ended up getting there just before sunset. They ended up finding the tavern, heading inside. The town itself, the settlement itself, when they got there, seemed lively. Everybody seemed to be wrapping up their days and whatnot. There was idle conversation going on, and everybody in the street seemed relatively happy and upbeat. And then they stepped into the tavern, where the mood definitely switched on a dime. As they walked into the tavern, it was very solemn, very quiet. There was no music, there was no conversation. There was just the soft clinking of utensils as a tavern full of people had sat there eating their meals very quietly. It was upon entering in and then sitting down at the only spare table available that Karash actually came up to serve them, as he is the owner of this tavern, and the group found out that everybody in this tavern was more or less the last line of defense for a group of warriors that are still going against the king's orders from this region and is still actually taking boats and everything west to fight the demon scourge that has been pouring into the material plane. Karash, having known Trena for some time, having been a former employee of Ren's when Trena was younger, rejoiced over some of their shared memories from when Trena was younger, and then had given each of them a parting gift, as well as lodgings for the evening as they continue to prepare to head up the rest of the way to the mountain. So with that, Odeon and Trina both actually got rings of mind shielding for the sake of what it is that they're going to be coming up against. Monoval has the benefit of already being uplifted and having innate powers that help defend against such stuff to begin with. And then that's where we left off. So we are picking up with you guys are waking up after having long rested at this tavern and getting ready to head out, heading back up into the mountain to see what it is that Monoval needs to find out up there.
So we're currently traveling.
You're waking up in the tavern. If there's anything that you guys wanted to discuss or any more questions that you guys had from the locals and whatnot, now would be the time to do so before leaving. You got about another day's walk to get to the peak of the mountain where you suspect it is you need to go. Between the feeling that Monoval has had in terms of where they're feeling pulled to, as well as some other inconspicuous environmental signs that you've noticed along the way.
I don't feel particular of needing to talk to anyone, so I think that Monoval is ready to go whenever, and just kind of he wants to get out.
I definitely think that Trina would suggest to make sure that we get like a good round of food before we leave. Like, hey, let's get breakfast and then we'll head out. So
You can even ask them to make us a lunch.
I bet you we could con them out of a lunch. A good lunch.
Or we could pay them. We could just pay them.
Well, now hang
Well,
on.
not con, but like.
I want to know what this con idea is first.
Yeah, well, you know what? Every plan's a plan.
What? What was that?
Plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
God damn it. Alright, but so we all sit down, you know.
Mhm.
They take our order and what do you guys think that your characters would order for breakfast? Especially Monoval. I'm curious. What would you order? Like
Pancakes with hummus, obviously. No, waffles. Waffles are better. So
Thank you.
it's very much waffles. Yeah, waffles are better because it holds the brain juices.
yeah, chat, what's your opinion?
I've
Pancakes or waffles?
I've made a syrup, and it's like a banana strawberry waffle with like some fresh fruit on the side with hummus syrup.
How?
And for those of you that do not know, the hummus is brain juices.
What is the consistency of this hummus syrup? Because I
It's
feel like a brain syrup.
it looks like
would be pretty
syrup. It looks like
thick.
syrup. It's just purple or like a reddish purple instead of like a brown.
Okay.
I may
okay.
or may
But
not have
honestly, it
started
probably
a
looks-
poll about what is
it
better,
kinda-
pancakes, hummus, or waffles.
Hummus wins.
Listen, I feel like we're leaving out something very important: French toast, and I feel like
That
we
doesn't
can't-
count. That's not neither a pancake nor a waffle, so it does not count.
I feel like French toast should
that
be
is bread.
included.
That is
in
bread. That is a bread with a little bit of dressing on it.
What do you call waffles?
Counterpoint.
Hey.
French toast made in a waffle press, so it still has the little divots to hold your syrup and or powdered sugar.
Smash every day. Smash.
I'm just saying, I think if we're gonna talk about pancakes and waffles, we also have to talk about French toast.
We don't want this kind of diversity and inclusion.
I feel like the true dividing line here is what protein do you put on the side? Is it sausage or is it bacon?
That's a hard question. I'm gonna go sausage.
And then if it's
I just feel like
sausage, is it
is more
sausage
filling.
patties or is it sausage links?
Oh, damn it.
Sausage links are better than sausage
Sausage
patties.
links are so much better. Okay.
I will
Sausage
agree with
links are
that.
so much better than sausage patties. But I'm definitely I'm either or. You can put bacon or sausage links, and I'll be happy.
I love bacon. Like, do not get me wrong.
Sounds
But
like
if
It
we
kind
need
of
to
sounds like
take.
you're about to talk shit about bacon.
No. I'm just saying, if I had a choice between 3 strips of bacon and 3 sausage links, I feel like 3 sausage links are gonna fill me up more than 2 strips of bacon.
This is a good
But-
argument. Unless we go to
And
Tony's,
the-
which, like,
The
if we're going to
2000
Tony's.
Tony's will give you just a pound of fucking
Tony's,
bacon.
goddamn.
So Tony's like, did you want bacon? Were you bacon?
Yeah,
Sounds like I
You
need
want
to
bacon? Were you
visit
bacon? Were you
Tony's.
bacon?
no, Bardic, if you and Blue ever come up here, we're going to Tony's. It's a
Okay.
very
Okay.
it's a
Some of
very
the-
shady looking diner. You go
But they
inside.
have amazing French toast, lots of fucking bacon.
They have
Lots of
homemade
fucking bacon.
We're going to
Homemade-
Tony's at this.
homemade strawberry jam. That strawberry jam is the tits.
If I could have taken that on the plane with me, I would have. I ended up leaving all of it with X. It was so sad.
My brothers will always order a side of bacon a piece, and it tells you that a full side of bacon is a pound of bacon. And it's like
What state is this Tony's in?
Michigan.
Michigan.
It's in Birch Run. So anybody?
They're all over the place, but yeah.
The Tonys. The Tonys is in Birch Run. Okay, sure, we have like a bunch of Tonys here. These don't count. These are Anthony's. Okay? We're going to Tony.
Anthony's
their
is
staff.
crazy.
Yeah, all of their staff wear shirts, the old 90s got milk quote, except theirs is got bacon.
I think I might love this place.
Alright.
It's now one of the. Like, every time I go to Michigan, I go to find new things that I love. Tony's is one of them. I don't go
Tony's is
without it.
always
We
one
need-
of them.
We need to get back to Dungeons and Dragons. though.
Yes, back
Fair
to
enough.
back to dungeoning these dragons, okay? Like
So brain waffles over here.
brain waffles. Which, like, shout out to everybody that voted hummus as the winner for the poll. Thank you.
It's catching. It's like a trend.
Everybody loves
Am I
hummus.
going viral? Is this happening? Am I finally becoming a celebrity?
But
You're always a celebrity.
I'd like to thank the people who thought that I was worth a damn.
alright. Everybody gets their stuff. I'm assuming everybody just kind of eats. And if the tone is still the same as it was before, like last night, Trina is going to play again as we just kind of finish everything up until we wait for, like, you know, Karash to hopefully come and sit out. And if he doesn't sit out, we'll just leave. But, like, who knows? Trying to draw this man out the business.
You guys think we should, I don't know, ask one of the waiters or bartenders, whatnot, what kind of dangers we may be looking at running into on this mountain pass?
Illithids. You're welcome.
Well, wouldn't they be at the peak?
Guys
I
kinda
meant like
have a
on the
point.
way there.
Falling?
Also, yes, possibly.
Cold
Lions,
feet?
tigers, bear, oh my. Like,
Oh my.
Frozen tentacles. Oh wait,
Why
no,
would
never
we run
mind.
into frozen tentacles?
yeah, you're always supposed to freeze your calamari. It's so that it's, you know, health standard and stuff. Frozen fish. Hooray. Looks over at Monoval. Sorry.
It's okay.
But I don't. So you're not wrong. I just don't think that's something we're going to encounter on the mountain pass.
Maybe not you, but I thought we were being inclusive and diverse.
Why would any of us encounter frozen tentacles?
And I let one of my tentacles just ever so slightly leave my image. I wonder who.
No, but we'll get you plenty of warm gear.
A for effort, though, bud.
Yeah, if we can find snow gear, that'd probably be our best bet.
Where's Karash? I bet you Karash would have like snow gear, you know, or at least know where we could find some.
Conveniently, as you are having this conversation, Crash actually comes out of the back room carrying 3 packs. Looks over, sees the 3 of you, and is just like, "Good. I'm glad I caught you. I did give you the original gifts and such last night on your arrival, but I couldn't knowingly send you to the mountains without making sure that you had proper coverage for potential environmental dangers." And then as he pulls the packs out, each of them are roughly the same. Like you can see that there's definitely like bigger fur blankets. There's some jackets and such, gloves and everything. But one of them has a pickaxe, like an ice pick type pickaxe. And then there's one that has shovels. Then there's one that has a lantern attached to the side. That way everybody's kind of kitted out to operate together for the sake of trudging up the mountain and such, and feasibly should be able to handle anything that might be thrown your way.
Thank you.
Very much appreciated.
Yeah, so are the 3 of you are gonna be heading off then? I don't know if you saw them or not, but there were definitely some peculiar clouds hanging out at the peak there yesterday.
I can't believe I forgot to open a character sheet. I'm so sorry.
What counts as a peculiar cloud, right? I mean,
Dark with lightning, we saw the same thing.
yes, but I mean, what if it was just a localized thunderstorm?
They're the locals. They would know.
I'm trying to make them stay calm.
It's a big cloud with lightning. Nice try.
They don't need to know what's up there.
You're whispering really loud, and he's standing right next to me.
Anyways.
Yes, but I'm hoping if I whisper softly enough, he won't understand the words I'm saying.
You know I can just talk to you in your head, right?
Yes, but that's creepy.
Jill says it out loud. Okay. I can't help him, Trina. You can handle this. I just start petting Odeon, just like, there.
Okay, so realistically, assuming that the big swirly clouds of zappy no-nos, that's not normal, right? That's what we're talking about?
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. Because, like, obviously thunderstorms are not uncommon. Like, you've seen plenty of them down on the coast. But thunderstorms that the lightning never strikes the ground is definitely different. And purple and blue clouds are not exactly normal, especially in the middle of the day. Like, maybe on a sunset, sunrise type occasion, but middle of the day, absolutely not. That was definitely out of the ordinary. There were several of us that were concerned about it, and there was actually a group of people that did head up the mountain to investigate yesterday. So if you do happen to come across them, hopefully they're okay, and if needed, maybe you can render aid and ensure their safe travels back.
Have you heard from them since you sent them up?
Well, I didn't send them. They left of their own accord. They were curious. They wanted to, at a minimum, protect the town. So they went off.
And this isn't an audience, and they were lunch.
I mean, I'm just gonna like nod. Be
Okay.
Like,
So they went up there, admittedly, little sketchy, not super hyped about it. Is there any chance that, like, I appreciate the stuff that you packed for us, and that's great. Is there anything else you'd be able to throw in there in the event that we have to pick up some extras? maybe even like a good quality lunch or something. And she just kind of looks and just. I'm so down to a persuasion roll if we want to do this way. It's fine.
Not the batting of the eyes.
But he's still standing behind the 3 packs. He flips open one of them, and then right on top there's actually a
bento box.
A wrapped thing of rations. And as he opens it, you can actually smell it over that of even the breakfast in front of you, and it smells absolutely enticing. It is a thick scent of cooked meat, but with herbs and spices and everything, and you can see a little bit of juices like seeping into the packaging itself.
Sorry, I was not muted.
That's okay.
I'm thinking of this like sandwich with like the fucking. I'm making the TikTok audios in the background of the thick meat.
I want a po' boy so bad all of a sudden. I either want a po' boy or a Cuban. Either one of them is fine for this mental image. Okay, maybe more of a Cuban. I might be thinking more Cuban. But like, anyways,
I'll take whatever meat sandwich you want to put in my mouth.
Hey yo.
Phrasing. Anyways,
I meant what I said, and I said what I meant.
okay, but Trina kind of walks over and does like one of those really big exaggerated whiffs. So like, oh my god, yeah, that'll work. It's great. So these are ours, yes? Before I like just so like rudely snatch them, because admittedly you opened this one, I smelled it, this pack's mine. If it's mine.
Whose it is between the 3 of you, but these 3 packs are for you, yes. He recloses the top of it, thinking that you're gonna grab it now and not actually save it for a later meal as intended.
She looks and goes, listen, okay, I'm trying to play it smart. I am doing the adventurer thing now. Like, you know, can't eat everything at once, no matter how good it smells. How did you guys do it? Never mind. Don't answer that. Answer it later. We'll be back later. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate everything that you've done for us, Crush. It means a lot.
He looks at you a little confused, but then also like appreciative of the thank you itself. Gives you a soft nod with a appreciative smile, and then as he's about to say something, there's a call for him from the kitchen, as there are several people that had come into the establishment during this whole conversation, and a few of them are starting to get a bit rowdy waiting for food.
Okay.
We'll be back soon. Okay. And she kind of starts like handing over the bags, and like the very first one is a little bit heavier than she was planning on it being, so there's this like for the first one. Goes throws
Grab
another
it,
one
and I
open.
put it on. I grab it and I put it on my scooter.
Hey, that's some smart thinking.
Wait, so can we
Right.
like all put it on the Scooty Puff? Or like, nope. Adventurers. Adventuring backpack.
I'm gonna hop on the back of the
Yes.
Scooty Puff.
Luckily, you don't have back problems yet. Vroom vroom, motherfucker.
Like mentally at Monoval goes, do you even have a spine?
Yes, I have fucking spine.
I wasn't
Yes,
curious.
I have a spine.
was
I
just
have 3
curious.
hearts, but I have a spine.
I was just curious. Like every other
You have 3 hearts?
Vroom vroom.
Wait, are they all yours?
I leave you behind.
Is it, no, wait. It's like
I do a wheelie, you pop off, and I just go zoom zoom zoom.
just jogging behind a Scooty Puff. I have more questions.
How does one do a wheelie on a biped vehicle, single axle, two-wheeled vehicle.
So I
You
hold
found
it
a
like
way.
this. I hold it like this, and I'm sitting. I put my legs out. I pick it up entirely. Odion gets yeeted, and then I go.
I have questions about the horrors as I'm jogging behind the Scooty Puff Jr.
We can't all get the answers we ask for.
Anyways, cue the SpongeBob song of When I'm on the Road. I see stuff
Tell
going
everybody I'm on my way.
Can I give negative inspiration for that?
No, you may not.
You've been outvoted, I'm sorry.
Is this supposed to be me describing stuff?
I mean, would you like us to describe the landscape?
Yes.
Look at it.
Yes,
rock.
absolutely.
There is
That's a real pretty rock.
we start walking down, and we
Oh, jeez.
very casually.
Oh, we're going down the
butt in.
mountain, not up?
No, we're down the road towards the mountain. Obviously, we're the dirt road. We're not on the mountain yet. And in the middle of the road, there's a box, and it says, "Do not press unless you want the peak full of elithids blown up." And Monoval just goes, "Ha! Yes." In the background, you just see the whole mountain just go. I did it.
Well, I guess that problem was solved quickly.
A, if only things were that easy. B, that would break so many things of what this character arc has.
My entire thing was built, and you just blew it up.
Yeah, no, not even like I'm not even upset about you blowing up my mountain. If that were true, it's just the you don't know what's waiting for you at the top of the mountain. You think it's elithids. You don't know. You just know that you need to go up there, and it has something to do with the elithids. What if you need to go up there and it is treasure? What
Too bad I
if it's
blew
a
them up,
million
unfortunately.
platinum?
I blew them up. We're all good now.
Anyways. So you guys head out of the tavern itself. The morning dew is still fresh on the rooftops and such. The muddied ground having footprints strewn in all different directions from last night's festivities of those that were in the road itself. But outside of that, there's not a whole lot going on in town yet. Seems like not much of the town itself has woken up and started their normal daily chores and activities and such. There were a few people. The tavern itself was about half full for that of the morning crowd that were seeking breakfast and such, and for the limited buildings that there are within this little settlement here, only 6 or 7 of them in total. There are a few of them that you can see smoke coming from their chimneys. There's a light scent of breakfast cooking within the air. But not really anybody else is outside. You see a random 1 or 2 people that are just like on the outskirts of the settlement itself, heading into the woods themselves. And the road north up the mountain sits before you.
So,
That's
can
a
I get back on
mountain.
the Scooty Puff Jr.?
Are you gonna behave?
So, behave.
Room, motherfucker!
No! Damn it.
Trina starts doing like this nervous talking thing the entire time. We get up the mountain. She's like, you know, ever since we kind of moved into town, I've never really had to like embrace the fact that like I am and references to like the fact that she is a silver dragonborn. She's like, it's like I know that we don't like get cold, but like we've always lived on the coast and it's never really been like a big thing, you know? So like everything's been warm here, so like it's kind of be cool to see if like, you know, it works for me, because I've never really been like cold. I almost wonder if I even need this gear. Do you think that this would be like a really cute outfit? Like her outfit and everything that she's got on, which isn't like, it doesn't look like normal adventuring gear. It's like this very loose, almost dancey type outfit. Or do you think that it might still be a little too much? Not enough. Not enough sounds like a better phrasing.
You're plenty, just as you are.
I don't know why that sounds so backhanded, but I'll take it.
No,
I mean,
was
you're
it backhanded? I was not trying to be backhanded. I was trying to say that you are who you are, and I like every bit of it. Whether you want to go minimalist or want to go extravagant, you're still you.
Got it.
And
So we're
I
gonna
like
go
you.
hiking in a ball gown.
Go for it.
Is that what you would be comfortable in?
Comfortable? No. But it would be kind of nifty to see. I'm just saying, like, colder weather
Okay.
has not been a thing that I've had to deal with. So it's gonna be kind of
Right.
cool to be like, you know, not cool.
Okay, and I hear you. At the same time, I think hiking in a dress would be uncomfortable.
Not if I use Scooty Buff Jr.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
son of a bitch!
Monoval, do you want to wear a dress?
That's right. No. Not really. Not.
Okay, fine.
Monoval, do you want to wear a tuxedo?
No.
Monoval, do you want to be naked?
No. I would like to be warm. That's all I want. And Monoval starts, as we get closer to the mountain, he starts doing this really cool thing with the 2 scarves. And he's like individually making sure each tentacle is wrapped so it doesn't freeze on him. And it's wrapped around his head multiple times. So all of it, you can't, without his disguise, all you can really see is that he has a purple head, but it's pretty much covered, so it's just his eyes. And he's like, "No, I'm going to be fine right where I am, but it's very much muffled like this." You know what? I'm gonna just talk to you in my head. This is gonna be so much easier.
That would be easier than trying to decipher muffled words. Yes.
Monoval, do you want a fur-lined banana hammock? What is it? The hammock made out of the bananas that you can eat? And if it's fur-lined, would that get stuck in your teeth? That sounds very inefficient hammock. That sounds like an inefficient hammock.
I don't know enough about illithid physiology, so bear with me on this one.
Oh God, are you got to ask me about my genitals?
Actually, yes.
This conversation happens every single time. I was just wondering when it was going to come up with you two.
Every time? How many times have you had this conversation?
Well, we might dig a little deeper. Let me tell you. First time I had to talk to Alan about this. Because he wanted to give me a little lady had come in and they saw me, they saw my yams and they got really excited. And I had their mouth full, but it was like full of dental tools, but still. He was giving me the birds and the bees talk. And then he realized very quickly that he did not know certain aspects of my physiology that would hinder his explanation. And I walk away on my Scooty Puff.
Okay, but wait, like, pause.
Shit.
Pause.
I
Shit.
never found out if he has a banana to hammock.
Trina just kind of like runs up behind Scooty Puff Jr. and goes, "Okay, so like, how do you?" And she realizes that she's never had to think about this before and goes, "Okay,
Do you
so
want
like,
to ask me about my wiener? Do you want to ask me about my wiener?
do you
Please
even
just ask
have-
me about
do you
my
even
fucking
have-
wiener.
do you even have
Yes,
a
I have
wiener?
a wiener.
You do?
I have a wiener. Yes, I have a wiener.
It's a fair question.
I mean, like, is it though? Like, listen.
No,
okay?
there are
No?
girl lithids, there are boy lithids, and when 2 lithids make a baby, it turns into a tadpole, and then it eats another person. Oh, sorry. I should have probably did that a little more tactfully. When the mom eats a lithid and the dad eats a lithid, they never love each other very much. But they're told to by the hive mind that they must conceptualize make a tadpole that will be a parasite to turn to another lithid, and they become parents and ignore their baby completely because the hive mind knows all. That didn't make it better, did it?
Okay, so like you guys
No.
just have like a permanent live-in nanny? Is that what the hive mind is? Is it's just like, hey, make a baby and I'm gonna watch it for you forever? Like, are you a runaway baby?
Technically. Yes,
Wait.
actually.
How old are you?
How old? That's a loaded question. Pass.
Okay.
You'll
I
talk
didn't
about
think it
your wiener, but you won't mention how old you are?
I didn't talk about my wiener. You asked about my wiener, and I told you I have a wiener. I did not go into detail.
When a mommy
boy.
lifted and a daddy lifted come together, they
I've
neglect their
never done
child.
that!
Like,
I just gave you the birds and the bees talk that Alan did not know how to give me.
is it still the birds and the bees if it's in the astral plane?
The
Actually, that's a good
moons
question.
and the suns?
The leviathans and the gargoyles.
Like,
Maybe.
the giant space hamsters and the miniature giant space hamsters? Like,
No. Maybe.
The flying spaghetti monsters and the red sauce?
Regardless.
and the meatballs?
This conversation comes up very often. People think there are rumors that the lithids do not have anything.
Got it.
They just don't know how to use it for themselves.
May
So
he bless you with his noodly appendage.
no, it's not noodling.
That's not what Pastafarianism says.
Oh no, I thought we were talking about something different. Vroom, vroom. That's not the consistency of my wiener.
Fuck.
Hey, we don't know these things. We don't know about illithid biology.
Like, part of me is
Just
really
ask me,
curious.
You want to see my wiener, don't you?
I don't want to see your wiener.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need to see it. If you have like a diagram
Do you
lying
like a
around
textbook?
somewhere though. Yeah.
No. No, I do not have a textbook. I have the penis in my pants. That's about it.
I mean,
What do you want from me? You know what? The amount of
It's my
times I
dick in
had
a
this.
box.
It's my dick in a box. The amount of times I've had this conversation, it's never gotten this awkward, guys.
okay. Alright, okay. I guess if you don't have an image or a diagram, we can just leave it be. Maybe the people on the peak of the mountain will have some kind of textbook on it.
They don't, but you can hope.
We don't know what they
The
have.
Karma Alithid is a sacred book. It's only the hive mind knows where it is, but it is a legendary item in this world that
The
I just
Karma
made up.
Tentutra. Got it.
Yeah,
Hate
the
it.
Karma Tentacala. It's the Karma Tentacala.
Did
The
you just
Tentacala.
roll for this book?
It's canon.
Yes! Again, yes! Again, yes!
The Kama Tentacala by
The Alithid Karma Sutra has been made, motherfuckers. Let's
at
fucking
your nearest
go!
local bookstore, everybody.
How far have we
I
gotten
mean-
up the mountain with this derail of a conversation?
This is a lot of travel time. They've been talking about my wiener for hours, bro.
It sounds as though Monoval is leading the group while trying to get away from this conversation, doing the vroom vrooms with the Scooty Puff. So,
Trying
Monoval,
hard.
please give me either a survival or a nature check.
I just feel like it's a fair question. to
Can I
wonder-
guidance myself?
In theory, yeah.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
So
That
are you a willing creature that you can touch?
I touch myself on my
Dicks. We're talking about dicks.
Dicks. I'm gonna do a plus nature, which turns that into a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm,
plus nature.
I got a +2 to nature.
Goddamn, what's your survival then? The fuck?
0. It's 0.
Oh damn.
There's no
Alright.
survival. I am not a
Beautiful.
survivalist. I know how to
I
clean
love
teeth.
this for you
and to sit on my
so
scooter.
much. I mean, it makes sense. Monoval would be more intelligence-based than wisdom, so like it makes sense. But like, damn.
The
I'm
survival
charisma
instinct
based.
is
I can talk
jeez.
my way around a rock. That's about it.
I can talk my way around a rock. It's crazy.
Yeah. Alrighty. So with a dirty 20, while this conversation has been going on, you've been trying to equally get away from it, but also engage in it at the same time. You guys have made decent headway. You've definitely gone several miles up into the mountain, climbing the elevation and such. You're getting to a point where you're starting to notice a change in the thickness of the air itself. It's definitely getting thinner with the elevation that you've climbed to at this point. And you can see that while you don't quite feel the temperature change itself, because it's been a gradual change mixed with like the rising sun versus that of the elevation itself, you haven't noticed the temperature change. But as you're making your way up the mountain, you see the morning dew that it was back in town is actually frost that hasn't quite yet actually gone away for the morning yet. But with that, there are some forest animals around and such, and actually as you are in this moment, as you are making your way up, there is actually a squirrel that jumps out of a tree off of a branch. It is a flying squirrel and actually lands on the handlebars of Scooty Puff as you are making your way up the trail.
I feel like that's a sign of good luck. Like, look at him. He's so cute. What's up, buddy?
Why is there a rat on my scooter?
It is not a rat. Oh my
It's a
god.
rodent. That is
And
a
like,
rodent.
very
on my
Snow
scooter.
White-esque. I stick my hand out to be like, oh my god, can you hear it? Like, can we be friends? I want to be friends so bad.
Anyone have speak with animals?
I was say, can you understand it?
That will be an animal handling check.
I do not have speak with animals.
I would also like to guidance myself. I don't know what it is about the D4s, but like,
Excuse me.
here it is. 11, 13, 17.
Close. Very, very close. I rolled to see what you have to beat. It was a 15. So with that, because you did beat it, as you go to reach out your hand, the flying squirrel will take a look at you for a moment, look back to Monoval, almost as if seeking approval, and then turning back to you, sniffing your hand, and then actually grabbing your hand and crawling up your arm, and is now sitting on your shoulder.
Oh my god, you're so
Johanna.
cute.
Johanna, why is there a rat on my scooter?
It is not a
Any
rat,
ideas?
he's a squirrel.
I am
She-
talking to my cat, thank you very much.
She just kind of like does one of these like right on its head, just like, oh god, you're so cute. Hold on, what do I have in my bag? And she just pulls out like a chunk of like dried bread from the rations pack and being like, I'm so sorry, it's not like a nut or anything, but like,
Well, now hang on. If we feed this one, will more come looking for food?
squirrel army.
Nope, that's not. It's the exact opposite of where I
Flying
was going.
squirrel army!
No, Trina.
This
We
is your
can't-
fault. Odion, this is your fault. You realize what you did wrong here, right?
First of all,
You
one
put-
of them, adorable. You're so adorable. But an army of them?
That you can't. Can you talk to the animal?
I could actually. I think I might be able to. I think I took ritual feats, which I think one of them is speak with animals if I wanted to. I know.
Please make
where
my
feats
brother.
are.
Please make my brother do a chipmunk voice.
I did take
need this.
ritual caster.
I need this right now. Come on. I want to hear my brother do the chipmunk voice.
Speak with the squirrel.
Speak with the squirrel.
It takes. Granted, it does take a little bit for it to get going. But like, if this
We've got
thing is
time.
willing, if this thing is willing to hang out with us for like 10 minutes as we kind of like keep walking, she would cast like speak with animals. The entire time, I feel like her speak with animals would be dependent on like what it is she's trying to talk to. Just testing out like different Squeakity squeaker on squeakin' squeaker.
Oh, squeak, squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking.
Patrick Warburton. Like. But I would cast Speak with Animals. Because I would love to hear you voice a flying squirrel, please. You're atrocious!
It's at this time Raven second guesses all of his decisions that brought him to this moment.
That happened before this campaign even started. What do you mean? Am I very excited to be running this table? Yes, absolutely. Am I ever in doubt that what I offer for the story to be is going to be entirely turned against me? Yes. However, the flying squirrel does stay long enough. He actually will end up kind of hopping between the three of you. Spends most of his time with Trina, as Trina is the one that is off such and been like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. So spends most of the time with Trina, but does try hopping back to the scooter and whatnot. Also looks to Odeon to try to hop to Odeon. Just kind of goes back and forth trying to get a sense of each of you. So if anybody is willing, the squirrel would hop to them and take turns back and forth and such. Obviously, Trina is plenty willing and spends plenty of time with the
Monoval is not. Monoval does not want anything to do with this rat. If he crawls on Monoval, Monoval gets really stiff. He doesn't like it.
I will gently hold the squirrel at about, I'm like 3 feet tall, so I guess at like this height, so that it can have a conversation with Trina.
It'll just kind of like, when you're holding it in your hands, it'll like nuzzle into, like, it'll lay in your palm and like curl up and nuzzle like into the crick of your hand and whatnot against your thumb and whatnot, using it as a little pillow, just kind of hanging out. And like, you sit there and you look at it for a moment and like, you see how fast it's breathing. And you find yourself being taken aback, like, is this just because of the high energy if he's bouncing around between us, or like is this just normal rate of breathing for this type of animal, for how small it is, because its lungs can only be so big?
I'm just imagining that, like, the squeakity squeaker von Squeakins, and when it finally kicks in, what does that conversation kick out like? Because she's literally just been, like, speaking gibberish at this point. Like...
So when the spell kicks in, and then the actual conversation starts, you will hear the squirrel talk. And the squirrel will say, you know, not all of us sound like that.
Oh my god, but you sound like that. It worked. We got hello, hi. I've never gotten to do this before. This is so cool. I could probably have practiced on like other things, but like the only other animal that I consistently talk to is a cat that can read my mind. So like, hi. You're so cute. Why are you following us though? Like, just curious.
I wasn't following. You guys walked up to me. The tree back there, that's my home. And I smelled food. I was hungry.
I mean, hey, like, fair enough. I just thought that it was kind of cool that you did the whoop and you did the jump-ins, and now you're here and you've kind of been like chilling. I do think it's gonna be like a little like chilly. So like if you wanted to keep hiking up the mountain with us, it's totally fine. Totally understand if you want to leave though. But you can crawl in my bag. I can just hold on. And she kind of like ruffles around in her bag and whatnot. Anybody that would be looking kind of notices, for this big hiking trip that they've been on, Trina has an obscene amount of clothes in this bag. Like, just make like a little nest and whatnot. And there's like a scarf in here all of a sudden, just like, you could easily just chill in here if you wanted to. It's probably a little bit more warm than... But like, and then it kind of goes, guys, I'm talking to a squirrel.
He can hear you.
Is it an engaging conversation?
No, but it's fun.
That's what happened when you talk to rats.
It's not a rat.
I mean, rats and squirrels are both rodents.
It's close enough. I can feel Johanna wanting to rip its innards out.
She takes her fingers and like kind of covers the squirrel's ears a little bit and goes, he's got thoughts and feelings, okay? You don't need to refer to him as a rat. He's not a rat. He's a squirrel.
Are you about to give me the everything it needs to not be eaten speech?
Like, no, don't get it twisted. Like, I just think it's weird that we can talk to this one now, and now he's not a squirrel in my brain. This is a person. We're having an engaging conversation about the fact that he just decided to not go home because we smell like good food.
I'm not gonna answer that. I don't feel like I'm comfortable responding to that. Have fun with your squirrel.
I have a squirrel.
You have a squirrel.
I have a squirrel. Oh my god, Astrid's gonna shoot me.
Why?
Oh, because Astrid's a very selfish cat. And she's a cat.
I'm telling you, Johanna, the minute you turn away from that squirrel.
So, I guess I just have to ask, is this an exaggeration that she would shoot you? Or...
An exaggeration that she would
cat.
shoot me? Yes. Not an exaggeration that she'd be pissed.
Fair enough.
Alright. Anyways. Voice the squirrel, squirrel man.
You don't tell me how to live my life. Now, original response to the hey clothes and such hi. Now, original response to the opening of the pack and the clothes and such. He stands up on his back legs and then like almost pets himself on what would be his chest and stomach. He's just like, I'm pretty warm, actually. Thank you, though. Maybe I'll curl up and take a nap in there. But like, what's the problem with that one though? Like, I jumped to that one on the wheel zoom thing. I don't know the name for it, but I jumped to that one because this is the point where like seeing Monoval's disguise and such is just like normally old people like us and they give us nuts and berries and stuff. Why doesn't that one like me?
Okay, so that one's really not used to like all the cute like little squirreliness. Most of the time they're staring at teeth. They probably might have a thing because you have like a overbite, but you don't have to hang out with them. That's totally fine. They also have a cat that apparently is not a fan. And that's also okay. I have a cat that's not a fan of like rodent-y type creatures, but I would tell her to fuck off because you're wonderful. Why are you trying to get on with that one though? Is it just because they're like, it's a Scooty Puff Jr., by the way, that they're just like coasting on Scooty Puff Jr.?
Well, no, I did. At first, you see the squirrel start to like panic a little bit at the mention of cats, and it's just like, I didn't smell cat. What, cat? And then starts like looking around, eyes darting everywhere, trying to find the cat that you mentioned. And then after not confirming, not seeing one, still not smelling one, it will look at you, look back at Monoval, look back at you again, just be like, Scooty Puff Jr. Okay. It has nothing to do with that. Just normally older individuals in the park and whatnot, they like us. They let us run up to them. They give us nuts and berries and everything, and they just kind of hang out. They don't expect anything from us. They don't make us do tricks. They don't want to bug us. They just give us food. And like I said, I was hungry and I smelled food. So food.
Well, you're welcome to hang out with us. I would be so excited to have like another little furry guy that travels with us that I actually will pay attention to this time because Astrid just kind of does what she wants.
I'm sorry, I just have to ask a question. When Trina is speaking to the squirrel, is Trina speaking common or are they making like little squirrel noises?
My brain, I'm going squeakity squeaker von squeakin' type of like from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it has Trina's accent to it, so it's literally just like squeakity squeaker von squeak, squeakin' squawkin', squirkin', squeakity squirk. Squawkin'? I got squeak. It's obnoxious.
It's amazing.
At this point, I'm going to have Monoval and Odeon both actually roll survival checks to see if you guys even stay focused on the trail itself as you guys keep walking, while hearing this and having this be its own distraction.
That's not...
Could I have advantage because I want to be out of this conversation so damn bad that I'll literally focus on this?
Fun fact, psychology would tell us that it actually makes it even harder for you. So if anything, it'd be disadvantage.
I don't need disadvantage. It's still only an 11.
Hey, I also got an 11.
Will pass. So you two are still focused. You are still paying attention to the road itself. Don't end up tripping on anything that may be in the trail itself. So you continue making good progress. And at this point, I would say you guys have probably made another mile or two up. At this point, you do notice the temperature difference. The three of you yourselves do feel the temperature difference itself. You can tell that it is, in fact, colder. And there are some moments where, depending on how it is that you're exhaling or as you're speaking and such, that you actually do see your breath with how frigid it's becoming. Trina, being the Silver Dragonborn, you notice the temperature difference. Like, you notice that it is changing temperature, but it doesn't affect you in a way of just like, oh, I'm cold kind of thing. You're just like, oh, okay, it's not coastline. Yay.
It's brisk. This is a really nice little, like, breeze.
It's
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I love the cold.
Mine.
Sorry, I love the cold. This is fantastic.
Sarcasm?
Yes, that was sarcasm. I learned it from Trina.
You're doing so good.
I'm proud
Thank
of
you! Do I get my headpants now?
With the squirrel on the back of the hand. You
No,
feel an extra little
get
paw
out of
tap
my
your
headpants!
eyebrow.
No, get that rat away from me! No! Sorry, squirrel!
The squirrel didn't even touch him, Monoval.
Yeah, I did. I got one.
Oh,
It got one.
dang it.
It got one and then saw the other hand come flying up to whack at it, and then it's just scooted back up Trina's arm for safety. All right, but I will have the three of you roll a group survival at this point to see what progress we make moving up the mountain from here.
Hey.
I'm gonna use my advantage and get something worse. Fantastic. It's another 11.
I got a dirty, filthy, nasty 20.
Ooh.
I'm also gonna use my advantage because we're all this shit.
Cheers.
Okay, that one's not awful. That one is a 16.
Trina and Odeon save it because that was 2 passes and a fail. The goal was 12. So with that, the three of you start moving on. Scooty Puff Jr., as Monoval is continuing up the mountain and such, and was originally in the lead You find that it almost feels almost as if the battery's running out, except that that's not how this operates. And the cold is just seeping into Monoval more than originally anticipated a little bit. So the mental capacity that it takes for you to move the Scooty Puff Jr., you just feel it slow down a little bit. And then you actually find that the three of you are walking in step now. And the three of you are just in line, moving together, shoulder to shoulder, rather than one following another as you continue up the trail. With that, the squirrel does hang out with you guys for a little bit, does actually jump into Trina's bag and does take a little power nap amongst the clothes and such, being nice and warm, before popping out. And then we'll actually look up at Trina for a moment and like give you a knowing nod. At this point, the speak with animals, I believe, would have worn off, because I believe it does have a time limit on it. So it would have worn off. So like it gives you a little knowing nod. And then it lifts up one of its little paws to give you like a little mini high five that you can like tap it. And then it just jumps down and then runs off into the trees.
I think I'll name him Steve.
How will you know we see Steve again when it comes back? There's not another
The
squirrel.
flying squirrel that high fives Trina would probably be a really good indicator.
We don't know how smart the other squirrels are.
Yeah, but like, I feel like Steve and I bonded. Steve the squirrel and I have a connection. I would now.
Steve Squirrelwin.
Oh my god, Steve Squirrelwin! Love it. Anyways. It's canon now. I'm not saying that you need to make this a familiar for me over time, but like I am saying this needs to be an old school familiar for me over time. Do with that information what you will.
Even though you gave your brother the Raven familiar in our other game.
Shouldn't have used it to cheat.
He did too, the fuck?
He didn't!
Anyways. Anyways. The three of you are making your way further and further up the mountain. It is getting colder and colder. The frost on the ground has now turned to piles of snow in places, and the road itself becomes a little bit more narrow, as it has not been traveled quite as much. But it is like there are still footprints and everything that are leading up through the snow, and there's still a path to walk on. You're not just trudging through a blanket of snow itself. The trees themselves have changed a bit. They've gone from your coastal leafy trees into more evergreens and such, something that can survive harsher climates and things as you are climbing higher and higher into the mountaintops itself. Overhead, the clouds are starting to roll in. Not the ominous clouds that you had seen the day prior, with the lightning and whatnot streaking through them and the purples and blue hues and everything as before, but just normal clouds that are just starting to fill the sky. It's becoming a bit of an overcast day itself. And as you continue to move up the mountain, you can see a few miles ahead of you up the winding path and such, as it circles around different objects in the way. You actually do see a plume of dark smoke. Presumably, you can assume that it may be from a campfire of some sort, but it certainly looks like there's somebody else on the mountain another few miles ahead of you.
Might potentially be the new party, or the party that came up here the other day. Kind of weird that they haven't made it as far as we have in a day, though. Like, that's... Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm sketched out.
Red flag. I think we need to go check it out. They
Can
might
we
be in
determine
trouble.
how many sets of footprints there are?
You can give me a survival or investigation on that.
Guidance.
Well, darn it, man. You can't just let me know. What does guidance do? Adds a D4?
It does.
Good, because I'm going to need it. Alright, that's a 13.
All right, with the 13, you're not 100% positive, but you can tell that there are two different groups of tracks. Like you can see, like there was an original footprint and then another one over top of it, and not in terms of like they were following in line, like it was from the same group. Like one was there, and then the ground started to freeze and harden with how cold it was, and then it was stepped in that place again, as they don't perfectly overlap. So you know it's at least two different groups of tracks, and you can't get an exact number because of the mixing of such, but you can estimate anywhere from 3 to 6 people per.
We didn't ask how many people were in the first group, did we?
No, we didn't. I was just
No.
about to say that.
Yeah, you know what? That's on us. That's on us.
I guess keep moving forward and hope we find them in one piece.
Monoval. What if you just made yourself look like somebody else, just in case? Like, what if you just walked up on them by yourself and then, like, because you know you can do that as a, like a.
What should I look like?
I don't know. Did you see anybody in the town that was noteworthy?
I turn into Khaled, or what?
Koresh.
What was his name? Koresh. He's the only one I remember.
Bold choice.
Bold choice.
Bold choice, meaning it was a very notable figure in the town, which makes sense that that's the one that you would remember. He was noticeable for a reason.
He was the only named one.
Listen.
Y'all didn't try to talk to anybody else.
He was the only notable one because he's the only one that knows his name.
Not an incorrect statement.
Lots of those. So I walked like this guy up to them by myself because
And listen, it might be a little unsettling to see a bunch of us all at one time in a really sketchy
and
place.
I am the most charismatic and approachable of the group. I get it. I understand. Vroom vroom.
Slaps your ass and is like, you know, you got this.
Get it, girly.
With a bardic inspiration just in case.
Yeah, I kind of think Monoval might have had a point. Maybe you should have.
I mean, I can.
I'm just as charismatic as her, by the way. Just in case you forgot.
I did forget. Yes.
I'm a warlock. I have maxed out charisma too. I'm
Well,
just a different flavor.
My apologies.
And with that, we will check our postures, and then we're actually going to go ahead and take our break here. We did start a little late, but I'm trying to keep it on a normal-ish schedule for when we'll end and such, and when we take our break. So it is 10:30, which is roughly normal break time, and we have been live for almost an hour and a half. So yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, we'll take a 10 to 15 minute break. That way, Monoval can empty the walnut bladder from all the hummus breaks
I already
everybody's been
did it
giving
twice.
us.
I don't have it. My bladder is completely empty.
That makes one of us, because I haven't gotten up yet. All right, so yeah, we will go ahead and we'll hop on a break, and we will be back in 10 to 15 minutes tops.
We'll try to make it back by 10:40 because we did start late. So like we'll see you in a little bit, guys. Hi guys.
Any amount of time, like how? Oh, okay, that's all.
Who
Okay.
counts as 3 anymore?
I don't count to 3 anymore. It's so much fun to be like, hello. I'm the only one that knows when things are happening.
You know what? It
When you-
adds to the
when-
fun.
When you see the playback and how I was ready to go with the thing, I had a little thing that I did. And I timed
little
it right.
thing, little thingy
I did a
do.
little
I
thing.
have an invisible snack.
And now I've got a jar of dirt. Anyways.
I've got 3 hearts and a penis.
We also have a hydrate?
We
You
never.
know what, Wingle? Take inspiration for that one.
We never.
I do not have a
established-
banana made of hammocks or a hammock made of bananas.
Are all 3 of those hearts yours?
Vroom vroom.
No, we need answers.
You get you and your bicuspid collection back here, Sir Dude Bro, ma'am. Okay? We've barely established if you have a penis.
I feel like we fully established that. But
We
okay.
didn't, though.
What shape?
Okay. Vroom vroom, motherfucker. Like...
Listen, for all you're looking, it could be like a feline or a duck. Like, we don't know.
Corkscrew.
It does not corkscrew.
It's a duck penis.
Does it have barbs on it?
No.
A knot?
I think it not.
No.
I can do it.
Does it have a beak? I feel like it has a beak.
It does not have a beak.
Are there more than one?
Should I do it?
No. Nope. Just one.
No.
Okay. If this helps
No, it doesn't.
curb your suspicions, there is something uniquely different about illithid to human appendages. How about that?
Appendages.
But we don't need to know why mine is different than the humans. Okay?
We know why it's different. It's not a dick.
Why is it different? It is a dick.
It's Sure it is, sweetie.
Listen, we're not judging you or anything. We're just curious.
You guys are very calm for possibly going against the illithid colony.
What if we just grab him by the dick and twist it? You know, give him the old dick twist.
Oh, then it'll just fall off.
What do you mean it'll fall off?
Vroom vroom.
No!
That's a fun fact. I also know Wingle.
Thank you so much for someone else knowing that kind of anatomy. Because
What?
Alright,
little
so-
known fact. Hold on. I
Go ahead.
planned this. So this is something I actually wrote down because octopuses and squids, when they use their appendage, it falls off. So I made that canonic for my illithid character, and I've had this in my head because every time I play Monoval, this conversation comes up as, do you have a penis? No one's I finally get to reveal, yeah, it does, but it goes back.
This is such a wild conversation to just have ready in the pocket. Like, I'm proud of you for it. I'm concerned, but I'm still proud.
Oh.
I am
Now I
now out here researching octopus penis.
I like octopuses. I learned a lot about them. I watched a lot of Animal Planet. It's not really that. It wasn't like I wasn't sitting there with a theory board like, why should I make this illithid dick? I need to make it something that's guessable, but not too outlandish. But no, that wasn't me.
This
It's like a
has
fiddler
been
crab where
an
it goes big.
enlightening conversation.
Now, do you feel better? Is your I don't know the word in common.
Curiosity?
Curiosity. Thank you. Is it quenched? We don't need to talk about my penis anymore.
Actually, yeah. Oh, wait.
Shit, there's more questions.
One last question.
Then we get to bury this.
Yes.
And then Monoval gets to do the thing.
So just
Okay.
stop.
You can
Stop
have.
me when I get
you-
there.
You may talk. Oh God. There's build up to this question.
Just let me know. Let me still. Oh my
Fine,
god.
it's fine. Go for it. Oh yeah, and you've already gotten to this far.
It
What?
makes me think of the TikTok that I think I sent Wingle of the onomatopoeia thing.
So I
What?
don't think Wing was actually looking at the video to actually see what was happening there. I don't think Wingle knew that you were doing the whole hand separating thing of like stop me when it gets to the
Yeah,
the
I was
length.
trying to find out.
Oh, you wanted? Oh, sorry. I thought I started thinking about the rat. I mean squirrel. What was the question?
I was just saying, like, stop me when I get there. I just
Stop you when you get where?
about size wise.
You want to know how big it is?
Kind of, yes.
Okay, do the hands thing. We've gotten this far.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. What? It's no.
Right there.
No.
Right there.
There? Right there?
Right about there.
God, what? What? What?
I messaged to Trina. Absolutely not.
Monopoly, that's
I can throw it over my shoulder.
Like it
I now see why you're on Scooty Puff Jr. all the time.
It's so heavy. Now, why do you think the back pain comes from?
How do you walk
The
with
lug
that
of this thing around? It's exhausting to be this well hung, guys.
Congratulations.
When you go for a whole month without playing your character and this is what you come back to. I didn't choose this life. I didn't bring this up. This wasn't me.
It's exactly what a monster fucker would say.
And you did have it in the bag waiting to talk about, so.
I mean,
Just because I'm prepared. Just because I'm prepared. Excuse me,
we love a prepared king, queen, monarch. We love a prepared monarch.
royalty. Absolute royalty.
Okay. Now that we have put this past us.
Yes.
We've thrown it
May
over
we
our shoulder, we can press on.
It can be both in front of us and behind us at the same time.
Wild concept.
Actually, I can make it point us in the right direction too.
Oh my god. It knows when due north is? That's crazy.
It's got keen mind. It's got keen mind.
It knows what the weather's gonna be like.
Golly.
I'm still just caught up on the when due north is. Like, what? I'm lost.
Dr. Tripod. I can't fucking
Anyways, so Monoval has redisguised themselves as Karash and is approaching this campfire alone.
Yes.
Monoval,
That's what we were doing.
I need you to roll either A, survival, or B, performance.
Oh, fuck your A. B 100%. Is this performing to balance? Because I'm so well hung?
Dude's like Milton Berle.
Ooh, that is...
Hypothetically, would you allow for advantage, since Monoval is focusing on disguise self, if I also focused on prestidigitation, but I held it right here so that when Monoval spoke, Koresh's voice came out?
Ooh.
In this instance, no.
Oh.
Because you are preparing this, and and specifically in terms of like how things are happening in the moment, I'm having you roll this to decipher how it is you're entering the scene, because you're about to come out from behind boulders and go around a corner into this campsite. So you don't know what you're
Is this
seeing
something-
yet.
I did have guidance on myself. Would I be able to add guidance to this roll?
I would say yes. You can still do the guidance.
Beautiful. That turns that into a 19.
All right, so you turn the corner, and to the best of your ability, almost seemingly as if you were Karash himself. You turn the corner with his stride, with his gait, the way that he carries himself, the way that he walks, the way that he moves as a whole. Perfectly. Or at least
Because he was
damn
the
near
only
as
named
perfectly.
character I paid attention.
Yo, damn near perfectly. As you turn the corner, and before you, you see an empty campfire. Still smoldering, still flames, with 13 empty seats around it. There's tents off to the side. Further back from behind the campfire, there are provisions and sleep sacks and pillows and chests of provisions and other materials and everything for surviving the mountains. There are no people here.
Your stuff is still here. Is there any drag marks? Is there any blood? Is there any things knocked over? Does it look like something came into here? Or is it look untouched, they left everything here and nothing else happened?
You see the footprints approaching the campsite. You see nothing leaving. No drag marks, no blood, no footprints leading in different directions to turn around and leave.
So, lithids are canonically taller beings, meaning they have bigger feet. Monoval himself
That
is
explains
like
so
6'5".
much all of a sudden.
So, is there a set of footprints that would have a more generally big foot? Like, was there multiple? What he's trying to do is see if there's possibly multiple mind flayers coming in and taking these people. Because this feels very.
As you take a closer look at all the tracks and such, give me investigation to see what you can decipher, as it is very muddy.
Absolutely, I would love to. Ooh. Odion! Odion! I need you! I didn't roll. Don't have to worry about the roll. Don't worry about it. It was bad. Odion, they're not here, but it looks weird. I think I need you to check these footprints for me, please.
I will quickly pitter-patter over. What am I looking at?
I need the feet. I know these tracks are from the people. I'm look for ones that are bigger that just came in, because mind flayers can fly. So if there's tracks coming in and then not leaving, they probably were flown away.
So I'm looking for bigger feet, perhaps even a line drawn between the footsteps.
Yes. Yes. If there's a line, that's pretty much an arrow that's an illithid penis.
Okay. Alright, what am I rolling?
Investigation.
I can't breathe, guys.
Hey! That's a natural 20.
Ooh!
Beautiful.
Total
Beautiful,
22.
beautiful. Seriously? Only a +2? Anyways.
Yeah.
It be what it be. You're good at other things. It's fine.
You're pretty.
Aw, shucks.
All right, so Odeon steps in and starts to look at the tracks and try to decipher through the mud anything that's going on. It is at this point, Odeon, that you actually notice you hadn't picked it up on the original trail before. But as you're looking at it now, you actually notice that there are paw prints that are commingling with these footprints now. And rough guess, as you're looking through it all, you would say that there's at least 6 different sets of tracks for the paw prints themselves. They range a little bit in size, some smaller than others, but based off of general footing and such, you have a rough guess that it's a mid-sized 4-legged creature.
Can I somehow discern what kind of creature left these tracks?
Remind me, what exactly is your character again? You're not ranger-based, are you?
No.
Yeah.
Not even a little.
I would say give me a history check, and we'll see if you've seen anything like this within your past.
Alrighty. That is a 12.
12. That will be enough to figure out that it comes from some sort of canine family. Whether these are larger dogs or wolves, you're not entirely sure of, especially with the slight change in sizes of some paw prints being bigger than others. You can't say specifically like, oh, this is a wolf, dire wolf, or like regular hound or whatever. But you know that like looking at the steps itself, both in shape of the paw print itself and then what appears to be the gait of the animal as they step, definitely looks like something from a canine family.
Okay. So I couldn't entirely tell if these were illithid footprints. However, there are other tracks here which may or may not be just as concerning.
Why?
Well, there's a large to me, medium-sized to you guys, a quadrupedal beast.
I swear to God, are you going to tell me that the werewolf problem that we left behind followed us up here?
I think they probably beat
I
us
won't
here.
tell you.
Like,
That's why we couldn't find them, because they went ahead of us? And now I have to deal with lithids and werewolves at the same time?
Look, at this point, we're just speculating.
okay. Oh. Uh-oh. We disconnected. Hold on.
That would be a bigger problem. But we don't know if it's werewolves. It could just be regular
There it goes.
wolves.
Pause. Connectivity issues.
Yeah.
Stream went down temporarily.
Oh, 9.
Are we back?
Are we back?
I see
We
myself.
I see myself.
We reconnected. Cool.
Bonjour, Monsieur Pussycat.
Bonjour, Monsieur Pussycat. Oh my god, the little, like, thing for the thing coming back in. I just seen, like, a little blip on the screen, and it's like a little gif of somebody going, ha! And then it comes right back up. Alright. Chat, where did we cut out at? We're so sorry.
We're not entirely sure that these are werewolf tracks. We just know that they're large beasts.
Bests.
So we're gonna hope it's not the problem that we left.
I mean, on the upside, if it is the problem that we left, we have an idea of how to do the thing.
And we could solve 2 birds with 1 stone.
You are very optimistic.
Or
I didn't get
stupid.
this far in life without being so.
You know what? I'll take it, the party member. This is much better than visualizing your doom.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. Jarl says, but they're just really large squirrel tracks.
No, please no. Why? No!
I love it.
You're gonna make him make the Squirrel King. And there's gonna be an arc about
I
it.
am the squirrel ghost. Beware.
I am the Squirrel Ghost!
Bruh. The box ghost was goated.
Yeah, I am the box ghost. Beware. Like, right. So the werewolf tracks. Did we determine if there was a drag path with that or not, or no? Trina's gonna also kind of look down and be like, so where did they go? I'm not saying that, like, what if they were werewolves?
What if they left and that's why we could not find them?
Is there a way for me to decipher if these started as human tracks, but then became werewolf tracks, and that's why there's no more feet prints anywhere? Like they turned from one to the other?
For that, I will have you give me an investigation check, and while you do that, Odion and Monoval, I need perception checks, please.
Perception.
I have a red ball ready in my hand. I know what to do.
That's a 23.
I have a red ball, and I see that red ball very clearly, and I know exactly what to do. That is a 2.
That is an... That's an 18 on the die, so 23.
Sweet.
Beautiful. All right. So starting with the investigation of Trina, you will very easily be able to see that these, in fact, are not human tracks that became wolf tracks of any sort. They are their own set of tracks adding into that of the human tracks themselves. Or humanoid tracks, I should say, since you guys don't know what it is that's up here. But all the same. So yeah, these are in addition to, so just as a quick recap, both for the audience and whatnot, especially those that came in during the raid right as we were going on break there was 2 different sets of tracks from 2 different groups that had ventured up into these mountains at different times, estimating somewhere between 3 and 6 people per group. And now in addition to that, there's another 6 canine tracks as well added into this. So we're looking at somewhere in the realm of upwards close to in the range of 18 other creatures that the 3 of you may be intervening with. With that, the perception checks from Odion and Monoval both. Monoval don't see shit. Monoval sees the red ball. Like, Monoval had the idea of like, oh, red ball, hold it out of the pack, and then was just transfixed on the red ball,
100%.
staring
I'm
at it
so
in their own
excited that
hand.
I'm finally gonna get to do this.
However, Odion, you, especially being the sneaky bit yourself and whatnot, that is used to sneaking around and being unseen, knows of like the smaller things to look for and such, of like a shadow out of place, a piece of cloth, a twig moving that not in the same direction as the wind. Just tiny little minute details at the edge of your sight that most people don't even pay attention to. You pick up on all of it. You now know that you are being watched from all directions.
Shit.
Somewhere in the tree line, somewhere just outside of this camp. You notice it all around you. Little things every direction you turn, giving you the sense that something is out there watching.
Okay.
Well, good news is that they're not, like, the group that came up here wasn't werewolves. So, like, that's a bonus.
This
I
is
guess
a relief.
that is good news.
Unfortunately, there is a decent chunk of wolves.
Wolves I
also-
can deal with. I'm not afraid of wolves.
I could talk to them.
Odion.
You could talk to them?
Odion, in this moment, you have a decision to make. This is your surprise round from your perception roll.
Shit.
Do with it as you see fit, and then we're rolling initiative.
Oh, damn you. Okay. Guys, I've got some news. We're kind of surrounded.
Exercise. Ugh.
I-
Ugh.
well-
Get the blood pumping when it's cold.
That's not. You know what? I like the confidence. Let's go.
Puts
I'm
the
gonna-
ball away.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself. Get some sneak attack damage in there when the fight starts.
And he just disappears, and we're like, oh. Should we be concerned?
You guys just hear from out of nowhere. Y'all might want to get ready for a fight.
Beautiful. In that case, we'll have everybody roll initiative.
So for us with surprise, it's disadvantage on initiative in 2024.
You aren't surprised he warned you.
Oh, okay. Shit. Evens or odds? I rolled 2 dice, and I don't know which one to pick. DM?
Are they both equally bad?
Even?
Evens. I got a 10 on my initiative.
I got a 12.
I got an 18.
Fast as fuck.
Look at that. Where I had your cards preemptively is just the order anyways. Look at me go. It's like I knew or something.
Shut
like I have intuition.
Fuck you! Fuck you! You put me at the bottom! Where I belong!
Damn.
Realistically, I just randomly grabbed them out of my drawer and put them on top of my screen, and that was just how they ended up going up as I grabbed them.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a bottom, Winkle.
Actually, from the sounds of it, you're a power bottom.
All right. So with that,
I will not
Odeon
take
being
this
invisible.
slander in my Dungeons and Dragons game.
All right, Odeon being invisible, you will be up first, and I'm gonna have you start with a sneak roll, just to see if you can separate some space if you wanted to move as you turned invisible, and knowing people were watching you and saw the spot that you turned invisible in.
You got a stealth roll coming up. That is a 26.
Beautiful. I love it. You will be able to move your entire movement if you so choose without being picked up on from footsteps and noises and such as you move invisibly, should you choose to do so this turn.
Can I tell where any of them are?
Exact locations, no. But you do know that there are at least 12 in any, like, in terms of the full circle around you. So you guys are at the camp. The camp itself is about 20 feet diameter, and then about another 10 feet out from there in the tree line. As you circle around, almost evenly spaced, pretty close to anyways, depending on where trees fall and such, you see that there's movement in 12 different, for sure, areas of things that are watching you.
That's crazy. Okay. I'm going to go as close to, I guess, the equivalent of like a wall as possible, like hug like a wall or a tree line, something like that. And I'm going to fire an arrow where I think one might be.
Like to hold your action and just wait.
Holding my action is also an option. That's probably the smarter option now that yeah, that's a good idea, Winkle. Thank you for
sneak attack on that and possibly.
Thank you for being the brains here. I appreciate you. I'm going to grab a poison tip arrow, knock it, and I'm going to hold an action. If I see one jump out and try to attack, I'll loose an arrow.
Sounds good. All right, Trina, you are up. Monoval, you are on deck.
Oh my god, I also have to go before this. Okay. Oh, I was sitting here, I was like, wait a minute, what is that sound? I forgot that was my raid notification. Hi, guys. Alright. How many of these? Oh, I only have that one. Ugh. Alright, I think I'm also going to... I'm gonna hold an action. I'm going to kind of like... I'm gonna ready my violin. And I'm going to start to kind of play it in that like moment, like right in the beginning of the sinking scenes for the Titanic, where it's kind of like, you know, something's coming, so it's this like weirdly pretty yet kind of sad sound that comes out as she prepares spray of cards for the first group of people that come in. So it's like, if it's one person by themselves, no, but if there's a group of people that have congregated, say probably about at least 2 of them within range, she'll loose the cards.
What is the range on that?
It's only about 15 feet. It's nothing crazy.
Beautiful. Love that. All right. Monoval, you are up.
Monoval, on his hoverboard, starts to, as he kind of starts going in and out of the timeline a little bit, he starts phasing in and out as I cast mirror image on myself.
Beautiful,
Using a
beautiful.
charge
Anything
from
else for you?
I don't know if I have any bonus actions.
Bum, bum, bum.
We're all too reactionary. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, we're reaction. No, I have nothing. We know you're out there. You might as well just come face us.
Because as you say that statement, 6 arrows loose from the tree line. 2 centered on each of you. As 6 wolves also pop out from the tree line and start to crawl their way in towards you, circling you from all sides.
Wait, the wolves shot the arrows? Or something else shot the arrows, and the wolves came. Okay, never mind. 12. That makes sense. I got math now. Never mind. I got that.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Why would wolf archers actually be kind of scary?
I thought it was
That-
for a
it
second.
would
I
be,
went
though.
Looney Tunes. It would have been cool. Alright.
So, with that, each of you are
So,
going to get hit.
I
Because
have
rolled
to
a
roll
nat 20.
D6. I have to roll D6. Well, who do you roll a D20 on?
I'm doing it as a group roll for the sake of time because it's 12 enemies.
Alright, it hit one attack, 2 attacks hit 2 of my mirror images.
Okay. So you won't get hit by the 2 that went towards you.
Mhm.
And then Trina and Odeon both will get hit with theirs. With that, I need each of you to also make Constitution saving throws, please. As each of you will take non-magical total of... First arrow is going to hit for 12. Second arrow is going to hit for 9. So a total of 21 points of piercing.
Oh, both of us take
Before
21
the
here?
Constitution saving throws. Mm-hmm.
I am so glad you hit my illusions.
Even though I'm invisible?
Oh,
He
actually, yeah, I
hasn't
forgot
used his
about that.
action
Hold on.
yet. They haven't popped.
That
Technically,
yeah,
yes.
that would be disadvantage to hit you then, and on disadvantage that will be a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Okay, you are in the free then. They shoot to where they thought you were moving to, as a few of them saw the footprints and such, but they end up missing. One of them ends up going high and just goes over you as they misjudge, having only seen you for a few moments before you popped invisible. They misjudged your height and they sent it over your head. And the other one was behind you. So didn't quite track you as well as he thought he would. But for Trina, who did get hit, what is that Constitution saving throw?
That is a 16.
All right, that is going to pass. So you feel the arrows hit, and then you feel yourself almost get taken over by another substance. The arrows themselves, as they pierced, you can feel some sort of toxin leaching from them, and it makes you shiver for a slight moment before you just kind of shake it off and you're just like, that was weird, that's different. And you suffer no other ill effects in this moment. as we will circle back to the top of the round with Odeon.
So, did any of those wolves get within range?
Not currently. They so the tree lines itself was about 30 feet out. They moved in 10 feet, so they're still about 20 feet away.
But
they would have
we
been
saw
slow
them
to the
come.
reaction.
We saw them come in. Yes.
Yes.
So I
The wolves you saw come in.
my held action on one of the wolves.
Yes.
Yee.
Get him! And it's an advantage because you're invisible still.
Gasp! You're right.
Yeah, sneak attack. Do sneak attack, bro.
Wow. So they rolled double 18
Oh, no.
for the record. No, it's still it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. Oh, I'm hoping it's gonna hit. It's with 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, if 27 doesn't hit, we're fucked.
It is the fucking werewolves.
Alright, so I did say poison tipped, so I'm sacrificing one of my sneak hit die for the poison condition. So they're gonna have to make a constitution saving throw, that wolf.
Get him.
That's probably not a pass. It's a 6 on a die with a total of 7.
Yep, DC 17. So it now has the
So,
poison
yeah, no.
condition for 1
Beautiful.
full minute.
One wolf now poisoned. I love it. Love it so much. Disadvantage on its attacks and ability checks. Perfect.
Okay. And now
And
for
that
the
would have counted
actual
as your
damage.
reaction.
Yes.
So this is the start of a new turn after you roll the damage, of course.
Okay. Fine. So that'll be 20 points of piercing damage.
Beautiful. The poison condition no longer matters. You pierce this wolf perfectly as if you were a master hunter and as if you were actually a ranger in this moment, and you pierce straight through its ribs, and it's a kill shot. It's kill shot.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Yeah, that was
Done.
beautiful.
It's not an unpleasant surprise. Attacking does get rid of my invisibility, though, correct?
Yes, that breaks invisibility.
Yes, it would.
The wokiest thing you've done yet.
How y'all doing? I'm just gonna fire again. Since I assume this is back to the top of the turn order.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing I no longer have advantage since I'm not invisible anymore.
Correct.
You can. You could technically try to use trees to hide and get advantage, though, with your cunning action.
And
trying to
depending
I'm
on
not
which, and depending on which flavor of rogue you took, so long as you're attacking something that hasn't gone yet, you would still get advantage on them as well. Assassin rogues, they're my favorite.
Or are we back at the top of the turn order, so everyone would have gone?
Nobody else attacked though. They moved, but they didn't attack. Nobody else is
Gotcha.
taking an action outside of
Gotcha.
the archers from the trees who you're not targeting.
I didn't know that
Unfortunately,
rule.
I'm not an assassin. I am an arcane trickster.
Because everybody in this party is a caster.
Alright, so that's going to be an 18 to hit on one of the other wolves.
That is going to hit.
Hoorah. 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points hurts it quite a bit, but it is still up. You hit it, and you go to aim similar to how you did on that first shot, the one that was the instant kill, and you end up getting it a little high, and it ends up going through bone of what would be its shoulder and such, with its shoulder blade. And you see that as it goes to like catch itself from the impact, you see it limping on its one leg now from the side that you hit, but it's still up.
Interesting. And now, I flee. And bonus action hide.
All right. So all of them on the previous round, they all had actually held their actions until it had gotten to the last point for them all to attack simultaneously as a planned ambush attack. This time, however, now that you know they are there, they're going to go in actual initiative order. 2 more arrows will fly out of the trees. Both will miss because that is a 5 on the die for a total of 8.
Beware my power.
Ugh. And then with that, it would have been the wolf that you killed and another that moved forward. So it's only going to be one wolf that moves forward, and it's actually, after seeing Odeon shoot, is going to charge at Odeon, and that is going to be a 17 to hit as it lunges forward to bite. Actually, I lied. I don't know how to math. That's an 18 to hit. 14 plus 4, not 3.
An 18 will in fact hit.
All right.
What AC is Odeon rocking right now?
16.
It's better than mine.
That will be a total of 8 piercing damage from the bite itself. And you being 3 feet, you're counted as medium or smaller, right?
I think I'm still medium. Like, I am only 3 feet tall, like, canonically. But
Yeah.
let me
So
double check
with you
before I
being
give wrong information.
Yeah.
I'm a halfling. Oh, no, I'm size small.
You're size small, so you are medium or smaller, which means that upon a successful bite from this wolf, it bites, latches on, and it pulls you to the ground, and you are now prone.
Ah! Bad dog! Bad dog!
And then with
What a
that, it will
biscuit.
be Trina's turn with Monoval on deck.
Okay, now that we can kind of see everything that's going on, you see as, while Trina has been playing this whole time, the bow for the violin starts to spark, and it just slowly catches fire down the whole way. The strings all ignite in 120 foot. It doesn't say radius or whatnot, so I'm assuming it's just 120 foot circle, which is a massive fucking range, by the way. She casts Fire Dance, and every enemy within 120 feet needs to roll a Wisdom save, please. Versus being charmed, if they are capable of being charmed.
Wisdom on. So there's above board. There's 3 different types of that. First save is a dirty 20. I'm doing this as group rolls for the different others. Second one is an 18. Third one's a 19.
The 18s fail.
That would be.
And I would like to... I can't silvery barbs if I'm casting.
Nope. Damn new limitations.
Wait. Can I use my portent? I have a 7 portent I can use.
You'd be able to pick one target.
Wing, did you ever
But-
use your 3?
No, I did not. Can I use my 3, please?
You would be able to pick one target out of
I think
the, what, 10?
Okay, pause.
Well,
I don't think it's fair for you to group roll and then tell us that we can only pick one for this to affect. If I'm being completely honest, above board.
There's so many to roll, though.
You could just let the 7s and the 3s roll for the rolls that you didn't do.
Yeah, I know. I have 11 things to roll for, though. Even outside of that still takes it down to 9. All right. I have a total of 4 passes now that were 18 or better, 19 or better.
So 2 of those can be the 7 and the 3. Or how are we doing this now?
2 of those could be, well, because I rolled 9 instead of 11, so that's the 7 and 3 were already part of the fails. So 4 passes and 7 fails in total. And what happens to them again?
You dance and twirl 2 sources of fire, so in this particular instance, it's the bow and the strings, in a rapid pattern that leaves glowing trails. Creatures of your choice within the affected area that can see the fire dance must make a wisdom saving throw. Any creature that cannot be charmed succeeds automatically. And if you or your companions are fighting the creature, it has advantage on the save. On a failed save, the target becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. Spell ends if the affected creature takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. The spell ends if you are incapacitated, so there is no additional save.
Okay. So at this point, with that then, you will see 4 of the 5 remaining wolves take over this incapacitated condition as they fall prone, question mark?
They don't have to fall prone, but I feel like realistically with them being wolves and not being able to like realistically move, it wouldn't be out of the norm for them to lie down. They're still dogs. Like
yeah. So
give
4
belly.
of the 5 wolves.
In my head, they're giving belly.
So yeah, 4 of the 5 wolves, like you see as the other 4, the one that attacked Odeon obviously is doing its own thing, having done that. But the other 4, you see that as they were like creeping their way in, they just kind of stop in their tracks and then they just like sit back onto their hind legs as this goes on around them. And then you see from the tree line another 3 bodies start to move about a little bit and then stop as they try to fight it off for a moment and then ultimately fail. And so you see the increased shaking of twigs and leaves and branches and such, giving you a better idea of where they are before they then stop moving.
she is doing the stuff and whatnot. Monoval, you're not actively fighting anybody, right? Let me make sure that this doesn't require attunement, because it might, unfortunately, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it does. Damn. I was gonna have you take my staff.
I have so many attunement slots open.
It would take more than right now to attune to it, though, but I have a staff of charming, and it has command.
That could have been helpful a very long time ago.
It's fine. It's fine. I forget that I have it. But,
honestly, that's such a mood.
They're all kind of sitting there charmed, and it's like, she sits there and she keeps playing, and she's like, so? Who's gonna tell me why we're attacking? Just curious. Don't worry, don't get up. You can talk from here. As she's gonna kind of goad them into a conversation of like, no, what are we doing?
You bit off more than you can chew. Ha ha ha, I made the pun.
So the 7 that
As
you
in
have
actively being chewed
incapacitated
on.
can't speak.
Oh.
Yeah, part of the incapacitated condition is can't speak. So the 3 humanoids in the tree lines that you have incapacitated can't respond at all. You do hear 2 voices call out, though, on opposing sides of the camp. One in front of you, one behind you, call out and say, "This is our camp. You came to our territory."
We were told to find you!
We didn't come,
Obviously!
we didn't come hostily, like,
We
Well,
weren't
we
trying to invade.
You're in
We
our
didn't
camp.
take anything.
You're going through our things.
We didn't take anything.
We're making sure you don't take our things.
We weren't going to anyway. So why are you stabbing us?
And sicking your dogs on us.
We didn't do shit.
Anything else on your turn, Trina?
There's gonna be more conversation, but no.
They just reiterate that you are in their camp, as it is Monoval's turn.
Trina's trying to stop the fighting, and I feel like Monoval would follow suit. So Monoval is not going. He's going to use his action to do a. Wait, hold on. I can do a thing that's not attacking. Influence. I would like to make an influence roll, which is a charisma-based check, to say we've already shown that we are well able to deal with this situation. This is not the good look for you. This is not the good idea. It's not going to end well for you. So maybe we talk and make food. We don't fucking kill each other. And I would like to roll to try and get them to stop attacking us.
Very well.
And I'm going to use my bardic inspiration that Trina gave me at the beginning of the thing that I never use. It's a D8.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just for the sake of clarity, is this persuasion or intimidation? Because based off of what was said, it could go either way.
I'm very matter of fact. I'm not trying to be intimidating. That's just fact. We're handling the situation. Trina has you guys literally sitting down. Like, come on, guys. This is not going to end well for you. What's really funny is Monoval doesn't have proficiency in any of his non-deception spell things, so it's just a straight 5. Ooh, it's not great. 18.
But you have did you roll the D8?
I
believe
did.
It is?
I got
Yeah.
a 2 on it.
It is not great, but rolls an 18.
It's still a +5. Just wait till I have expertise. I don't think I get expertise as a warlock.
Your 18 beats my 14, so congratulations.
Don't attack us. We're not wanting to kill you.
With what you said and how everything's going here, you'll hear the voices call out, and then this is where it starts to get a little weird. Because instead of one calling out and saying one statement and then the other one calling out saying another statement, they go back and forth word by word. So it goes, "We are not who you came to see. You need to leave us alone," as it bounces back and forth between the two.
That is giving a lithid. That smells like some sort of psionic bullshit.
It is at this point that the sources of these two voices step out, and you see half plate, half leather armor, like a weird hodgepodge of, like, this isn't an original piece of armor that was purchased as it is, as you see it here. This is, I took this leather chest piece from somebody. I took this leather bracer and then this metal bracer from somebody else. I have these metal pauldrons attached to my leather chest piece. I have chainmail that's been broken and ripped and damaged in pieces that is just a half piece of chainmail going over the leather. It's very hodgepodge thrown together, just any sort of armor that this person can have. They both step out in this mismatched, awkward setup of armor, but also seemingly looking as though they have authority in this area. They walk out with purpose.
Are they illithids?
They both look human.
Look.
Well, you are aware at this point, because of Monoval, that Illithids can change their appearance. So what you are seeing are two humans. If you believe them to be such, is for you to decide.
Son of a biscuit.
I will say you do see them step out normally, taking regular footsteps, and you do see their footprints in the ground as they walk through the muddy floor. And they come about 5 feet out of the tree line towards you. And then this time only one of them speaks. Says, "This is our camp. You already took one of our pups. We don't know you. We don't know why you're here. We don't know who sent you. Please leave us be."
All right. Sorry. Our bad. He starts to leave. Right? That's what you said we wanted to stop. We stopped. Goodbye. Why aren't you moving?
Are we just leaving?
I don't know. It just feels... Normal people don't just randomly attack people that walk through, that specifically walk through.
Felt very rude. Absolutely. I normally like a little hot milk, but when I get introduced to someone, not an arrow, but...
I'm just saying, like, we weren't hostile towards you at all until you attacked us. So your dog dying is your fault. I'm throwing that out there nonchalantly, as I have multiple arrows in my shoulder, which, by the way, not fun.
It was in self-defense, for the record. And for what it's worth, I will apologize.
I won't.
It
Listen, there is, like, I understand. I understand being scared. That's fine. Not everybody's out to get you. Okay?
Are you not safe? Is something after you? Are you okay?
That part. I'm saying that this is not like a normal person reaction.
Yeah.
Elf reaction, dwarf reaction, whatever.
And, I'll take off Alan. I'll go full Illithid. Hey!
Didn't think that was gonna happen.
Monster
boy.
here. I'm a monster, and I think that you... I didn't think this through.
No, you didn't.
Guys, this is a bad idea. Are you okay?
They both go sheet white.
Oh, jeez.
They both go sheet white. They are paralyzed in fear right now, seeing an
See,
Illithid.
they're fine. They're fine.
If that's because of they're scared of other Illithids, or if they're just scared of you, undetermined. But they see you drop your disguise, go full Illithid, and they turn sheet white, sweating bullets, and you see them very anxiously start to back up a little bit. They're moving slowly, trying to not invoke you to do anything else.
I'm not going to try and hurt you. I'm one of the good ones. If you would believe me. Damn it, not again.
No. Just... Guys, I really don't want to have to, like, do more magic. This was literally in a show of good faith. I mean, realistically, how many Illithids do you know that are just going to be like, "Hi, I'm an Illithid"? Like...
I'm not trying to scare anyone.
I know.
It's really hard to make friends.
She reaches over and just kind of, like, scratches Monoval's head. Like, I know. It's okay.
He's also
I just
not
wanted
trying
to say hi.
He doesn't want to eat any of you. You're all safe.
I am vegan. A vegan adjacent? I'm a flavor of vegan.
Yeah.
Was
Taste of
salivating about a meat sandwich not even 3 hours ago in game.
I'm not a vegan. No, fuck no, I'm not a vegan. Absolutely not. I like meat.
So they both are still just sheet white, entirely anxious, entirely nervous. You see two more humans step out of the tree line. These ones with even less armor compared to the original two that stepped out. These ones just have simple leather armor, not even full sets. Like some are just pieces. There's one that's just in common clothes and then has leather bracers and leather boots. And then one of them speaks up and just says, we don't know nice ones. We don't know nice anybody. We're I mean, we haven't always been good people ourselves, but everybody chases after us.
We have no intention of chasing you. And I have no intention of harming you. We were looking for people, and we were trying to find them for her friend. We just so happened to we saw the smoke, and we thought maybe it was them. Do not trust my kind, but it's really hard for me to say you can trust me. I'm not going to do anything. I've been traveling with them forever now. And if you need help with something, you can ask. And I will do what I can. I have no qualm with you.
Or like, are you guys like nomads? Like you just kind of wander around looking for a place to settle? Or do you like traveling? And this is probably like a weird pivot, but I'm just curious.
I start making food by the fire as they're getting comfortable. I start I'll use my own food, our own rations, and kind of just make a stew or something so that hey, we're safe. We're really not trying to start shit with you guys. So I will make food from my own stuff for everybody. No hummus. I don't touch any hummus.
Good.
No hummus.
Good idea.
No hummus. Everything is hummus free.
Yeah. The four of them all exchange nervous looks with one another before one of the original two with that have more armor on will speak up and just says, I don't think you can help us per se, but we're not chosen nomads. We didn't choose to always be moving. We got into some trouble a while back, a time ago in another town, and now there's more or less a bounty on our heads, and there's always somebody that's coming trying to collect. So, understandably so, when people walk into our camp, when you've lived the way that we have for as long as we have, you learn not to give the benefit of the doubt and to not give the chance of when random people walk into your camp. Especially because we've been up here for weeks. We thought the mountain and the cold would be safe and that nobody would follow us. So when somebody showed up, we couldn't risk it. And then they specifically look at both Trina and Odeon, waiting to see if anything else happens, because they already saw Monoval transform and had the disguise drop from the Dr. Alan Monoval into the Illithid. And they all four of them are just keeping their eyes on you to see if anything else changes in a similar fashion.
I guess your reasoning is sound, but still, I feel like maybe starting with words would have been a good idea.
Okay, so what was the town that we just left? I can't remember the name.
I didn't have a name. It was just a settlement. The only named thing of that area was just the tavern itself. Like there's no mayor or like town guard or anything like that. It's just happens to be a congregation of people there.
Okay, so sorry to pry, but I have an idea. I just need to know who is chasing you or why they are chasing you. Both options are acceptable. I'll figure it out either way.
The as mentioned, the who is partially even unknown to us. I mean, the original place that wants us returned is forever away. It's back across the water. But in terms of who specifically, any individual named people that come after us now is whoever picks up the bounty trying to collect, whoever needs the money. The why? That's from another time. Sure, you may know about the demon scourge and such. Before that, we may or may not have been a band of outlaws. We may have robbed a bank or two before all of that started. For whatever reason, all these decades from now, they're still after us. Even with the demon horde that we have to deal with.
Wait, they're after you for robbing a bank?
5, but yes.
How much did y'all take?
Nothing to show of it today. But originally, a few thousand platinum.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was 5 big banks from what, at least at one point, was a fairly prosperous nation. And we hit the biggest banks. There was, I mean, you see who we are now. This is all that we have left, but we used to be much more. Originally, we had over 100 people in our band.
Okay.
So when you have enough force...
Did you guys hurt anyone while you were robbing banks?
No more than what you would imagine could probably be necessary for the sake of robbing a prestigious bank. Obviously, there's guards that are going to try to interfere and such, and
So
of course
what's your
there's the
cool bandit
lawmen
name?
and everything.
So what is your cool bandit club name?
Admittedly, we don't even really know ourselves. We're the offspring. We're the sons and the daughters of the original, because we've just been always on the run. But they were known as Magical Whiplash. Their leader had this weird way of conjuring spells where he would reflect it off of the magical armor that one of his other members had. And instead of casting direct at somebody, it would just bounce around until it hit them.
Yeah, it really feels like it gone away. You're really gonna go far, kid.
While they're having, God damn you, I hate you so much. while they're sitting there talking, Trina lets go of the bond, and the bond keeps doing what it's doing as she kind of plops down and starts, like, she takes out a kit that has, like, some parchment, some ink, and stuff like that, and starts, yeah, this is good. This is good. I like it. I like it even more that you're not the people that actually did anything. So, like, hear me out, right? And she just kind of, like, continues to, like, you're not you anymore, okay? We're gonna go ahead and just, whoever you are, regardless, whatever you want to tell us, that's not you anymore, okay? This, she rips a chunk out of the forgery kit, is who you are now, okay? And that being important, there is a town, like maybe, what, like 2 days from here for Shard, give or take. Lady runs a real nice inn, runs the Steely Resolve. You'll know her. She looks like me. That's my mom. She's gonna know that that's my handwriting. I'm not gonna lie to her about that. Everybody else, though, pretty good at what I do. That being said, I don't think that you should have to live in fear. You can live in a lie. I'm so cool with living in a lie. Living in fear, though, that's a hard no. So, we're going to talk about some new identities.
I can actually help with that.
I can't name you Steve. I already named a squirrel Steve.
And I'll do this in Trina's head, so I'm not saying it out loud because this might be creepy for some people.
Mm-hmm.
I have the ability to change their memories to align with the new identity if that's something that would help.
And while she's writing down, like, giving, like, the, like, like, drawing and shit, being, like, in her head, being, like, is that going to affect the people that are actively hunting them? Question mark?
No.
No. Okay, so that might be a problem, but potentially beneficial. I feel like they would have to be willing for that, though. This already feels like a lot to be like, hey, you, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Not a good person anymore.
Okay, so plan B, got it.
Plan B.
Is that before or after sweet potatoes? Just so I know.
Oh.
We've scared them enough with the things that we've already done.
You don't think they want to see my yams?
I don't think nudity is a good thing for this.
Yeah,
Call me crazy.
you're right.
I'm not. But
Yeah, 2 yams and an eggplant is a lot for anybody.
Eggplant. Jeez.
yes, eggplant parmesan. Anyways.
Might be a little bigger than an eggplant.
So DM, if you would like me to roll for anything here, I do have proficiency in forgery skills.
They are confused and a little, I'd say anxious would be a decent way of describing it, about taking the offer. But you see the 4 of them kind of like give looks to one another, and then 2 of them give a hand signal as the other 2 come out of the tree line as well. These other 2 look very similar to the previous 2 that had just stepped out. They have less armor on than the original 2 that came out and spoke to the group and such. So the 6 now are circling around the camp around you, just weapons lowered, and they all share a look with one another. I'm just like, do we do it? Do we trust somebody else?
For what it's worth, fire dance lasts for an hour.
I figured at this point you would have dropped it for the sake of the conversation. That's why I was going. That's what I was going off of. So in that case, I rescind that comment because they're still incapacitated.
Realistically, we're still in the communications stage here. This is we're talking this out while we now have the safety of knowing that we're not outnumbered.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get you to a point where you're not as anxious and you will calm down, I'll drop it then. But for right now, this is insurance.
Fair enough. All right. So I rescind what I said before then. It was only 2 people, the original 2 that stepped out, that are out here speaking with you and such, because the other ones were incapacitated still.
Unharmed or unaffected.
3. Yeah. But because the other 3 still are, the one that is not better armored, such as the first 2 that came out, isn't going to step out on. So yeah, it's still just the original 2 that stepped out that are still talking with you, and you see the 2 of them share the look then of just like, do we trust this person and such, which more so is befitting as above board. These are actually the current leaders of this small band of individuals, the more or less captains and such. So the 2 of them exchange. Yeah, so the 2 of them share the look with one another, and then they actually walk towards one another in the middle of the camp. They actually end up sitting next to the fire with Monoval. and are still sheet white, and you can see that their hands are shaking as they sit down and they start to try to help you cook whatever it is that you're cooking over the fire.
I
And they
think
start
that
pouring out their own ingredients to add into it as well. Of like, okay, this is a communion thing for everybody.
yeah, I think that Monoval has been taking his time with like a starchy, nice stew, like big chunks of potato, carrots, and it's a nice hearty meal, nice warm soup to warm everyone up because that's how Ren taught him to get people to trust him. Like that's something I feel like that's like a side conversation that Ren Monoval had during downtime. Uh, and he does very much to try to make sure that they can see what his hands are doing, being very aware that he is in the open right now. He is not masking in front of strangers, which is a very new thing from a novel. So I think that he's their beat white. He's honestly looking pretty pale himself because he's nervous too. This is not normal for them to not be attacking him immediately too. So there's empathy here. So he's very careful about his ingredients and make sure they can see what he's doing, so that there's no suspicious on what he's doing.
And then seeing these two sit down and be calm and be cordial. The bond is still going to play in the air, but the flames dissipate as Fire Dance drops. And instead, while it still plays off in the distance, Trina will also start to add to the pot as she readies another thing of fairy toast.
Hey,
For a different flavor of fairy toast, realistically.
ooh, what's this flavor? Hopefully chicken broth to go with the stew.
One of the other ones for fairy toast is husbandry. For the duration, each of the participants can communicate
married.
with
Sorry.
beasts as though they share language, which would include the wolves.
Oh,
We can talk to the wolves now?
and once the stew's ready, I'll pass out bowls and I'll put bowls in front of the. Trina looks at me and I'd let the wolf. I put bowls in front of the wolves as well. Monoval is the last to eat.
Aw, good person.
I'm
Before
trying so fucking
taking
hard.
before taking their first bites, the two with the most armor would signal for the others to come and join as you drop the fire dance aspect and they're no longer incapacitated. And then they'll both look to you, and then one of them with sullen eyes will ask, "Do you mean it? Could we get a fresh start?" And then goes to take the first bite of the stew.
I think everybody deserves a chance. And it's not fair that you were born into something that you didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves that
be
little
seen.
chance that little chance to be able to do it on their own, to be able to make their own decisions. Not in the same boat, but I get it. So yeah, if you want, I can draft up a couple of papers really quick. You will need to take them straight to my mom. Her name is Ren. She'll help get some things established. Unfortunately for me, she knows everybody. So, good news for you. You'll be able to find lodging and a job and pretend like nothing
There's
ever
also
happened.
There's a great university over there.
Much
This
ever
is true.
Tristan, though. He's kind of a douche.
Tristan's a dick.
Yeah.
Every college.
No,
Just
let
about
me
him.
tell you, he made me lick a cardboard, a chalkboard, thinking it'd be funny as a prank, and I kissed the chalkboard. It was so funny. I'm trying so hard, guys.
You might just be better off trying to find employment with Ren.
You guys have any skills? And I would assume that this kind of just like, over the course of the night, just kind of like fades to black. Kind of as they sit and talk about, what kind of cool things that they can do. Ideas, bouncing stuff off.
So the conversation continues. You all get to know one another. For the sake of everybody's knowledge and such, mostly in terms of skills that they have, there's a single fiddle in the camp that they have that one of them can half decently play. Nowhere near as good as what Trina is with the bond, but all the same, they attempt. Most of their skills, however, are that of general wilderness survival, hunting, trapping, gathering, knowing which herbs are safe to eat, which ones aren't, and some very minor farming techniques for the sake of what they can transport with them. So smaller plants and vegetables and such that they can bring with them, mostly herbs that can travel with them, is about the extent of what they're good at, because they've never known civilization. They've never known anything to do with what is seemingly the average existence for most people. But with that, they do give thanks for these moments together and the warmth that is shared between each of you. And then they actually ask you if there's any sort of direction or map that you can provide to get to Shard, as they actually haven't been to that location.
Can help with that.
Can you?
I-
No offense,
Oh,
of course.
I could literally upload it to their brains
Oh,
so that they know how to get there. I can do that.
I thought you
that's
were
okay.
talking about like drawing a map.
I am not much of a spell. I would just kind of drop a pin in their head. Not literally. Not literally. Just a spell that would allow me to show them exactly how to get there and who they're going to see. I can drop one of my memories.
Okay.
If one of you would allow me.
You see a few of them exchange looks with one another before one that hasn't said much of anything all night actually looks at you and then just like, I'll try. Will it hurt?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'll
And
try. I'm the one that usually helps navigate anyways.
And I'll hold out my hand to her.
Very tentatively, still nervous. You see fingers shaking, but she does reach out and she will grab your hand.
And I would like to cast Modify Memory on her. And the Modified Memory is showing her everything I have seen of the town that we're sending them to, the direction we took them to. Like, I want to, if I can use this spell to the best of my ability in this moment, I would like to try and show them who Ren is. I want to upload all of that to this woman's head so she knows exactly where to go, who to go to.
Mm. So, explain how that passage of information would look, because like I have an idea in my brain, but by all means it's your magic. I don't want to take it from you.
I feel like it's very much a very quick clip of Monoval's own experience in her first person. So he sees it's like a clip of Ren talking to us at the table, and then It shows the direction. It shows the Knights Inn, and then it gets to us right now. And so it's like that really quick, like this is where you go, and then this is where you go, and then this is where you go. Think MapQuest.
So funny enough, that actually kind of sounds a bit like what I was picturing as well, of like that early 2000s like hyperlapse of distance traveled, where it's like it's that first person view and like it's all blurs around you, but it shows the direct path there.
This is the Mind Flare version of Find the Path. If I was a druid. I just need to get into their brains to be able to do it.
Yeah. So
I've never used Modify Memory like that, so that's really fucking cool.
Right. Yeah. So obviously she would choose to fail the save, like being in agreement of attempting this and whatnot. So like that passive information will happen.
So
and then
what it
as
looks like, so she has her hand in my hand, and very gently one of my tentacles, which is not in illusion right now, just kind of gently suckers to the top of her hand, with the little, and you guys can see this light go from my head into the tentacle, into her hand. Then you can see it go up her arm into her head as well. It was just magic. It was just I swear it was just magic. And he backs off immediately and goes, "It is done."
So while it happens, for the moment that passes as that's happening itself, everybody else from the group around the campfire is just staring in awe and like a little nervous. You see one of them reaches for the hilt of their weapon, but like doesn't actually grab it or pull it out or anything, but it's like just ready to go in case something bad happens. And then it's almost as if she's in a trance while this happens, as it's playing in her mind. And then as the vision finishes and the information is passed, she kind of like comes back to with a quick gasp of air, and then it's just like, that was different. I might need to lie down now. That was a lot all at once. No offense to you. Thank you so much. But like, wow.
Trina, in your head, you hear, "I was able to help a stranger today in my true form." And you can just see he's beaming right now. Like there's still that nervousness, but like this is a very big first for him, is that someone allowed themselves to be helped by him as he is.
It's a very silent, like, he's like, I helped someone, and trying to eating and helping to like pass food out and letting the effects of fairy fire warm from the core and spread outward. It does feel a little bit different, since it's not just us. Like it's sharing this moment with new allies. And there's also a similar sentiment. There's no words, but it's like I get it. And they all kind of look over. I'm assuming Odion's just been like vibing, like having his little bowl and whatnot. Like,
I mean, the food's delicious.
Surprisingly, I'm a good cook.
I feel like you have to be when one of your main ingredients is something that's not exactly just, palatable.
Ever since we learned that I can eat real food, I've wanted to learn everything I could about cooking. So in our downtime, I have been trying to master chef.
Interesting.
So
Red
with
got mad at me if I
that,
set something on fire once, but it's okay.
What?
Remember that one morning when Ren was really, really mad at you and you tried to flirt with her? I had blown up the kitchen that morning.
Okay, nope. That is not how that went down. We're not doing.
Yeah, she really rejected you that day. It was rough.
I had never flirted with Trenda's mother.
Never?
Never.
Ba-da-ba-da.
Nor have I flirted with Trina.
Several
funny
people,
joke. It's so funny. Joke.
several people from the camp lock eyes with you and just like, oh, really now?
I was looking around like, I
Like
haven't.
even they are skeptical of just like, yeah, okay.
Look, if I was flirting with any of them, they would know it.
I'm not
Fair
allowed to
enough.
dig a little deeper, can I?
I was trying to earlier. I was told
I want it
no.
so bad. I want it so bad, but I'm like, no. I'm in the cast. I can't.
I wouldn't right now. It's so late, guys.
Yeah, I'm actually. I was on the verge of saying that this is where we're gonna call it for the night. We're actually gonna pick up, not so much with this scene because we're gonna have this scene fade into the night as we all are going to share the camp itself for a long rest because over the meal itself and conversations had, it is going to now be nighttime. So we'll say that it'll go into actual camp itself. Y'all choose to sleep together. And then we'll have a second follow-up scene because this went differently than I was anticipating. But we will have
Charisma
this
characters.
get picked up. Yeah, we'll have this get picked up in our next session, and it'll be the next morning as they're going to make their departures and such. So yeah, that's where we're going to call it tonight with a nice little heartfelt moment.
I got to talk to a stranger.
We love to see it. We love to see it. This is the unfortunate thing for rolling with characters that are specifically made for RP stuff. Is that we all try to RP our way through everything. Like, no. We don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. There's no reason for you to fight us right now.
We can talk this out. I don't know
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we
Be friends. Oh, let's see. I rated Jonathan not too long ago. Let's see. Who is alive? If anybody has suggestions. Ooh, Jennings is on. Could do that
James
one.
Brower? Oh,
Yes.
awesome.
What was the character that you had with Jennings, Wing?
Pickle. It was Pickle. I played with Jennings, and I was a slime plasmoid, and I was a vibrating armor on him. So I turned his armor into armor of warning as a plasmoid.
I love that.
It was honestly so
really
cute. Alright, but that being said, so sorry that we kept you guys up a little bit later than normal. That being said, unfortunately, Watch Party is canceled because we were actually past the time that I would end it. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. Sorry that we started late. But this was such a wholesome little episode.
We talked about my dick for like a half hour.
Wholesome episode!
Wholesome! Yeah!
Phallicly wholesome. Alright? Like,
That is the name of this episode when it goes on YouTube.
phallically wholesome.
Phallically wholesome.
Write that down! Write that down! Anyways.
Listen, we learned a very valuable lesson on illithid biology.
Yeah, illithid anatomy is
Don't
a crazy...
grab too hard.
That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and kick this raid off really quick. We're all gonna go say hi to Jennings. So it's gonna be a good time. And tune in tomorrow for Dummies and Dice Rolls. Possibly the last episode of Grimm's campaign. Ugh, God, my heart can't handle this shit right now. That's...
Oh my god.
Okay. Alright, but we love you guys. Follow everybody that's listed here. Wingle the Wizard, Bardic Sweet Tea, and the Norse Raven. Alright, we love
Oh
you
wait,
guys.
Jennings just went offline.
Oh, did he? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Cancel the raid.
Like literally a minute ago.
What a butthole.
Ah!
It's not real phallic of you.
Quincy's on.
We can do Quincy.
It's Quincy.
Yeah, let's go Quincy. Vex used unraid. Shh, shh, shh. We know. Ugh. I can type. I also can spell. Good lord.
Is Brim gonna kill Jess again?
Grim has killed his
Yeah.
wife twice.
What?
It's time for the annual beheading.
The annual beheading.
Sacrificial
Listen,
life.
Oh,
I feel like
yay,
that's
she's a
just a rite of
sacrifice.
passage to kill your
The
spouse in a
amount
game.
of times my partner has eaten me. If I had a nickel
Yeah,
for
bud.
every time my partner has eaten, I have a Blaze has gotten eaten counter in Discord.
I killed you, yes.
They said
You
it,
still
not me.
alive?
Listen. Alright, guys. We'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.